Stories and music have brought healing to mankind for centuries. You're about to embark on a journey fueled by both of these ancient gifts. During your travels, you will be surrounded and filled by all that is good and right, and all that is pure and peaceful. Every time you take this journey, something new and wonderful will make itself known to you. Your thoughts are now on your breath. You may notice that they slow down and deepen. All you need to do is listen to the music. You feel the coolness of the air feathering the back of your throat as you breathe it in, then the warmth of it as you slowly breathe out. Simple and easy. Settle into your chair or bed as you continue breathing slowly and deeply. Let the muscles under your eyes loosen and relax. Let all of your muscles relax from your head down to your toes. A beautiful vessel appears over you, filled with healing oil. It is being poured onto your head, twirling with sparkles of silver and gold. It flows inside your head, filling you with healing and peace, creating new and rejuvenating energy within you. As the oil flows down your neck, rib cage, abdomen, down your arms and legs, you notice curiosity growing within you about the magical journey that is beginning now. A sweet fragrance laces the air around you, the scent of orange blossoms and wild heather. As you breathe it in, a sweet taste covers your tongue, and the fragrance fills your chest, then lifts you away, higher, yet somehow deeper, and it feels so good. You've wanted to go on this journey for a long, long time. Your arms and legs relax further, as do your jaw and shoulders. The music weaves itself into your breath. You notice yourself floating, moving forward, held in a gentle embrace by the music and the fragrance. The more you float ahead, the more relaxed you become, drifting towards a river you have seen in your dreams. Something deep within you releases as you flow forward. You approach fields spreading out like a green apron, filled with orange poppies that wave their heads back and forth in the breeze. Up ahead, foothills rise into mountainous peaks, splashed with groves of ancient, gigantic redwoods. You fly over the tops of them, weightlessly, feeling velvety and cool through and through. The morning air flows through your body, velvety, cool, and refreshing. You feel lighter and buoyant as the cool air flows through you. As you drift ahead, you see a beautiful mansion. It guards the river's entrance. You flow over the path, then glide between two moss-covered pillars. The colors of nature explode around you. You fly through wisps of fog curling around the trees and bushes. Leaves are waving, branches are swooshing up and down in the morning air. Rows of wild heather blossom in bursts of purple, adding more of their woody aroma to the fragrance that carries you forward. Oak trees stand like rows of butlers welcoming you. A smile spreads across your face. Seven bells ring out, announcing your arrival. You see vines of white wisteria wrapping the columns of the estate with the energy of spring. You can feel the energy. Though this estate is ancient, its beauty has grown, holding the noble characters of those who lived there long, long ago. The fragrance of the eucalyptus trees fills your lungs as three sages who live beyond the limits of time appear before you. Your feet gently touch down on the graveled path next to them. They appear as a man in his 50s, a 4-year-old girl with black hair, and a young woman wearing an indigo gown, her orchid-color eyes lighting up the surroundings with violet beams. You feel their power and compassion as they gaze into your eyes and into your soul. A cool breeze rushes in, ruffling your collar. You realize you've met these sages before. They've come to visit you when your thoughts were lost in nature. They make you feel comfortable and safe. The sages bow, then walk you towards the river that sparkles silvery blue. The path lowers. All you can hear is your footsteps crunching over the graveled path, the sounds of birds, and the sounds of the river. The sage's footsteps are silent. You walk past a monolithic stone that holds 3 carved spirals on its smooth surface. You stop and run your finger inside one of the ancient spirals, feeling the coldness of the stone and the roughness from the chiseling that took place thousands of years ago. You sense all the souls who have ever touched the stone in centuries past and in centuries to come. The sages move you forward, down the path, lower and lower, towards the river, splashing before you, sounding like 1,000 hands clapping. They lead you to a dock where you see a boat made of woven reeds. It rocks back and forth, the river rippling against its side. Then the sages speak in unison, telling you the boat is yours. You bend and place your hand on its rim. Energy pulses into you, circulating through your body, preparing you for your ride. The sages tell you it's time for you to go. Then they bow once again. You feel gratitude and expectancy bubbling up within. You thank them, then pick up the wooden paddles resting on top of the boat. You turn to the sages for reassurance. Their faces fill with affirmation. So you step into the river and sit down in the boat, feeling it settle into the water. As you place the paddles over your lap, the boat turns itself into the river. A light wind whispers to your face as the muscles from your head down to your feet relax even further. You hear a young voice lilting in, saying, "Goodbye." You turn to see the youngest sage smiling and waving, her dark hair shimmering in the sun. She tells you that all is well, in all ways, and you wave goodbye. The river grips your boat with a small tug, then carries you away from the forest and into its center, where thousands of sunbeams radiate off the waters. You watch the remaining fog tumble and twirl around the tops of giant redwoods before disappearing into the bright blue sky. Sunbeams reflect off the river and onto your face, enhancing your vision, amplifying your discernment, telling you about a river inside of you that brings a new depth of guidance. You realize that you can read the river you're floating in by listening to this inner river. The world looks different now. Your vision connects all of your senses. You can taste, feel, and hear what you see as the river comes to life before you. You feel amazing as you put the paddles in the water and move forward. You are soon carried into a faster drift, and you paddle in rhythm with your heartbeat. As you approach two giant boulders, you feel the flow of the current and sense how to paddle through, aiming your boat with expertise. You're moving faster, feeling the white water splashing your face and chest as you head towards the boulders. You see tree trunks floating in the waters ahead. This could damage your boat. Thoughts of strength from your inner river floods your thoughts. You dig your paddles into the water and direct your boat in between the boulders, then aim around the fallen tree trunks. You sense the danger that could have engulfed you, but you've already paddled through, free and clear, free and clear, easier than you thought. The music spins around in your head, encoding the memory of your success, anchoring newfound confidence. You listen and remember. You achieve success through obstacles now. The river takes you through forests of oak, then curves through hills stretched out below a sapphire sky. You breathe in the morning air and the freshness of the river, feeling powerful, wrapped in gratitude. The river carries you through a valley of green satin grasses with miles of yellow mustard greens flowering beyond the horizon. You float over top of deep waters, clear as glass, all the way down to the bottom of the river. You slow your boat to watch pearly green and purple fish swim and wiggle their fins in the water. Then the wind whispers against your face once again. You sense tumultuous waters approaching with deep drops as the river lowers itself towards the ocean. You're reading the river, feeling curious and confident. Courage sparkles through your chest, filling your body. You can feel the tingling now. The river turns dark. This could mean danger. It narrows and runs fast and deep, but you have vision from within. I wonder how you might always use this gift. Within a few minutes, the river becomes turbulent. Whitewater pelts you from all sides, soaking your face and shirt once again. The sound of rushing water is deafening. You're moving faster, excitement and curiosity filling you. You see a large drop coming ahead. The river is disappearing into empty space. An obstacle course of rocks and boulders appears just before the drop. You read the river. It's telling you how to navigate. You sit forward, digging your paddles into the icy water once again. One of the paddles hits a boulder, splintering its tip. You hold your focus, feeling stronger than you knew possible, stronger than any pain you have experienced in your life, watching yourself navigate through the rocks. You feel the side of your boat scratching against the jagged edge of a boulder and hear the snapping of some of the woven reeds that holds the boat secure. You listen, then go with the flow, knowing your strength will grow as you release the outcome. Your curiosity increases, and you take a slow, deep breath, then pull your paddles out of the water, letting your boat float freely towards the drop. It's coming closer and closer. Your strength grows as you release the outcome. The tip of your boat peaks over the void. You release the scene as you feel gravity shifting your boat towards the drop. There's nothing you can control here. You relax. Your boat tips over the edge of the drop. You feel surprisingly amused. Then down you go, down a waterfall, through unexpected rainbows. You breathe it in as you fall, the music mingling with your inner river, both carrying you into the deep plunge. Then the roaring of the water stops. You're floating under violet blue skies in soft currents. How quickly things have changed. You're stronger than any pain you've ever had. Now, it all lifts away. You're in a higher place through this rite of passage. The sun bounces off the water in hundreds of angles. A musical note rings out every time a new ray releases from the sun. You pass groves of trees with purple trunks, their branches thick with pink blossoms that exude an aroma similar to vanilla. You see animals never seen before, new kinds of bushes and trees. You intuit that more will come into focus each time you take this voyage. The wind whispers to move forward. You grip your paddles, hearing the water flowing off their edges. This place feels like home. Long, narrow patches of silver clouds hover over the ground next to both sides of the river. Golden vines with pearl-colored berries grow out of each cloud, and you pass beaches with rose-colored sand. The river transmutes itself into flowing sheets of crystal. Beautiful. Something moves below your boat, deep down in the water. You know something amazing is there that will come into focus during your future trips. You see vapors of it now. Look more deeply now. You hear the sounds of drums in the distance, stirring your heart, getting louder as you move forward. You feel the rhythm resonating within your chest. The paddles feel warm in your hands as you move along a bend in the river. The forest here smells fresh. The drums modulate into creative rhythms, the volume increasing, the rhythm inviting you in. As you round the curve, you see a few people sitting on the side of the river, beating their drums. The more the river bends, the more people you begin to see, all different colors of hair, ages, shades of skin, and styles of clothes, beating their drums in perfect rhythm, smiles on their faces. heads nodding in rhythm. You pull your paddles out of the water, noticing that the people are sitting in a circle on the right side of the river. They take turns looking up at you. This feels like home. They feel like your family from some other place. Your boat coasts towards them. There's a woman with long silver hair blowing away from her shoulders, sitting in the drum circle with the others. And she's looking at you. She places her drum on a red cloth in front of her, then walks over to the side of the river to greet you as others continue their drumming. You are struck by her ageless beauty. Your heart swells. It's the greatest of reunions. Your boat scoots itself up the river embankment, just enough that you can get out comfortably. The woman smiles, then takes your hand and welcomes you, her voice flowing through your veins. The grip of her hand is strong and steady as she walks you to the drum circle. There's a place for you here, and a drum with your name on it. You recognize them as your family from another place. They are your tribe, healthy and loving, unconditional love, sending it to you through their drumming. Their connection to you enhances any healthy relationships you already have. The rhythm they beat resonates inside your chest, and you nod your head in rhythm with the beat. Your chest is filling with rekindling joy of being united with them once again in this magical place. You sit next to the silver-haired woman, and she puts your drum in your lap. It has patterns of turquoise, green, and purple painted around its side. 3 small feathers flow back and forth from the bindings, and your name is painted on the side above the pattern. It is an amazing drum. The woman starts beating her drum, encouraging you to join in. Though you don't remember doing this before, you beat your drum in perfect rhythm with the others, surprising yourself. You fit right in. The timbre of your drum adds depth to the ensemble, bringing balance. You're bringing balance. The rhythm springs from your inner core, your body resonating the patterns and expression beating inside and all around, cleaning you out, releasing, surrendering, letting it all go into the rhythm. As you beat your drum, more releases within you. The emotion is primordial. More within lets go, out into the music. And it feels so good to just beat your drum with your tribe. As all parts of you heal, and all healing takes place in you, weaving in joy, weaving in love, down into that place where all life is connected, where you are whole and well. Your drumming sends love to your tribe and to all creation, a mysterious connection that transcends time. You find yourself levitating into the air, fueled by inner euphoria, lifting up away from your drum that keeps beating on its own. Your spirit wills it. You spiral slowly higher into complete bliss that is encoded into you now. The woman with the silver hair is the only one watching you float up. She stops beating her drum and stands looking at you with joy upon her face. She tells you to remember they are always with you, no matter where you go. You always belong to each other. Now the rest of the drum circle looks up at you, sending respect, friendship, unconditional love, and a forever connection. The scene below begins to spin as the fog returns from above, melting down in spirals. The drumming fades as the forest is whirled into the spinning as you watch from above. The sound of the drums fade, the drumming circle disappearing into the fog below. The sound of the river splashes back in, sounding like thousands of hands clapping, rejoicing, happy for you. You float to the west, passing over the rose-colored beach and silver clouds, over the river that sparkles below in rainbows, past the three sages who bow one last time. They have been with you in spirit all along. You pass the ancient stone with the spiral carvings and float over the ancient oaks standing like butlers bidding you farewell. The wisteria on the columns of the estate wave goodbye. Then you glide over fields of poppies between the two moss-covered pillars, where the music and sweet fragrance lace around you still. As you leave the sacred grounds, you look back and see that a monument has appeared behind you, the inscription giving meaning to your journey. This marker stands in your memory, stating that you found your tribe and place of healing, that you have an ancient family whose drumming continues to match the beat of your heart wherever you go. Each time you take this journey, the monument will hold a new message for you. If you've already taken your first voyage, look at the monument now to see what it says. You float back into your relaxed position where you started your journey. You're back safe and secure, your mind settling on your breathing, then looking further within. There, you see and feel it. The river that runs within your chest is fully present, giving you new vision and direction. Courage and curiosity. As you begin your life anew, as you begin your life anew, free and clear, free and clear, and so it is.